the Knicks had the perfect opportunity to get three-time NBA All-Star Donovan Mitchell on their team. However, they decided against it. But why would the Knicks decide to pass up on one of the best shooting guards in the world at a time when the team seems to be seriously struggling? Stay tuned because it's about to get interesting. The trade offer. Donovan Mitchell has played for the Utah Jazz for practically his entire NBA career thus far. But in July of 2022, the team let everyone know that Mitchell was now on the market. He was no longer looking to extend his time with the Jazz, and instead, he was looking for a trade deal. Now, pretty much immediately, numerous different teams in the NBA put up offers for Mitchell. He was one of the hottest free agents in the market. Some teams made their intentions to sign Mitchell known to the public, while others kept things behind the scenes. Among the teams interested in Donovan Mitchell were the Cleveland Cavaliers, Washington Wizards, Atlanta Hawks, and of course, the New York Knicks. Now, you're probably wondering why Donovan Mitchell was being traded by the Jazz if he was such a good player. Well, Mitchell had around 3 years left on his contract with the Utah Jazz, but at this point, it was clear that the team was not going to win any NBA titles for the time being. More importantly, the Utah Jazz did not have the money that they needed to maintain the contracts of players like Donovan Mitchell or Royce O'Neal, and as a result, they decided that the talented players would be used better on some other team. Knicks-Mitchell trade. The New York Knicks were one of the top teams in the world that were publicly interested in signing Donovan Mitchell. After all, the team desperately needed a strong shooting guard. Their current top shooting guard, Quentin Grimes, had underperformed when compared to his college career, and adding a player like Mitchell to the team would ensure that the team was strong overall. The Knicks were widely considered the frontrunners to get the trade deal with the Utah Jazz for Donovan Mitchell. They put forth an offer for him. However, in return, the Utah Jazz also asked for Quentin Grimes to be traded to their team. This was a step too far for the Knicks. Even though Donovan Mitchell was a much better player than Grimes by all means, Grimes was still an integral member of the team. He would have been a great supporting shooting guard to Mitchell if both of them were on the same team. Ultimately, the New York Knicks decided to skip out on the trade deal. It's clear that they wanted Donovan Mitchell, but they didn't want to give up on their top shooting guard to get him. Now many people are criticizing this decision as Mitchell is clearly the best shooting guard in the NBA right now. In the end, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers that managed to pick up the shooting guard. Mitchell shocked a Cav trade. Even though the deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers has been sealed for the time being, the man being traded was actually quite shocked it happened. In a recent interview, Donovan Mitchell said that he was expecting to be traded to the New York Knicks instead. After all, pretty much every media report, rumor mill, and sports analyst suggested that the Knicks wanted Mitchell under any circumstances. They also had no shortage of money to throw at any trade deal that comes their way. He said that once Rudy Gobert was traded, he kind of saw the writing on the wall for his eventual entry into New York. However, it's clear that the Knicks did not want to bet against themselves as Minnesota did during the Rudy Gobert deal, and, for better or for worse, they decided against signing Mitchell. Now the question still remains, will Mitchell be good for the Cleveland Cavaliers, or will he turn out to be an expensive mistake? Mitchell admitted that the Cavs wouldn't have been his first choice, but he is still happy to be playing for the team nonetheless. New York Knicks president justifies skipping Mitchell. The president of the New York Knicks, Leon Rose, has been pretty quiet as of late regarding the failed trade deal with the Utah Jazz. Apparently, he was one of the main reasons why the Knicks decided against trading Donovan Mitchell to their team, and even though he received a lot of flack for the decision, he believes he made the right one. In a recent interview, the Knicks president praised himself for signing players like RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Jalen Brunson. More notably, Leon Rose revealed how he managed to get RJ Barrett to sign a 4-year contract extension by dangling Donovan Mitchell in front of him. Although his extension was delayed, it was eventually signed once Rose decided against signing Mitchell. According to Rose, the Knicks are in a better position than ever before in history. He said, "One of our main goals has been to create internal stability. We signed RJ Barrett, the first extension of a player since Charlie Ward, and more." He added, "We retained Mitchell Robinson for 4 years, $60 million. He's a player who has developed over the last few years, and we feel very fortunate that we were able to keep him. We got the #1 point guard in free agency this summer in Jalen Brunson for 4 years at $104 million. So we feel really good about the summer." During the interview, Rose admitted that the Knicks definitely wanted Mitchell on the team. However, they are still thrilled despite losing out on the opportunity. Utah Jazz GM Justin Zanuck said that they signed the best trade deal they could have signed, hinting that Rose may have not valued Mitchell as much as they had hoped. Only time will tell whether or not the Knicks were truly right about their decision. Donovan Mitchell's Cleveland debut. There was a lot of hype around Donovan Mitchell's debut for the Cavs. Pretty much overnight, Mitchell became one of the Cavs' brightest stars, and the team became a top contender for the championships this year. So how did his debut for the Cleveland Cavaliers go? He played his first game with the Cavs during a preseason game against the Philadelphia 76ers. And during the game, he scored an impressive 17 points. More importantly, the response from the Cavs fans has been amazing thus far. It's rare to see a new player get such a positive response from fans as soon as they join the team, and the fact that Cleveland fans are already ready to embrace the former Jazz player just goes to show how respected his abilities already are. Even though the Cavs lost the game that day, Donovan Mitchell was practically all anyone could talk about. Mitchell's sincerely happy about Cavs' trade. Donovan Mitchell recently said a few words at one of his first press conferences since being traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Despite not being traded to his hometown as he had initially hoped, Donovan Mitchell was all smiles at the press conference. He hasn't seemed this happy since he initially joined the NBA back in 2017. During the press conference, he praised Cleveland and his team numerous times. He said, "Just being able to be around the city, like the love, that's the one thing I can say for it." Adding, "Just the love that I've received, the team has received, I think is something that really truly stands out. I couldn't be more excited to get going." He also jokingly said that he loves the cold when talking about the Cleveland weather. "I dress better in the cold," he said. When Donovan Mitchell arrived at Cleveland Airport, he was greeted by hundreds of screaming fans. He definitely did not expect that kind of reaction, and it's great to see that the shooting guard is getting the respect he deserves. Mitchell says Cavs can build something special. Donovan Mitchell recently sat down for an interview with ESPN's Brian Windhorst. During the interview, he talked about just how crazy the past few months have been. Once again, Mitchell mentioned how he was truly excited to be a part of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It has always been one of the teams he has respected the most, and it had a great relationship with his former team, the Utah Jazz. One of the reasons why he's so excited to play for the team is that he's already friends with a lot of the players. He knows how the team works, and he thinks that he can build something special with them. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think the Knicks made the right decision by not trading in for Donovan Mitchell? Let us know in the comments below. As always, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more great videos like these. I'll see you in the next one.